President Trump transformed a diplomatic event into a powerful declaration of American renewal. At the Greek Independence Day celebration, Trump honored Hellenic heritage while simultaneously announcing Hyundai's massive $20 billion investment, including $5.8 billion for a Louisiana steel plant, as he welcomed hero Alex Skarlatos and received Archbishop Elpidophoros. Congratulations. Commerce Secretary Lutnick, I'm going to get totally butchered by my Greek relatives for not saying that correctly. Secretary Lutnick declared April 2nd as American Liberation Day, when the world starts respecting America again. Florida gas prices hit their lowest point in a year while global investments pour in. It wasn't just about Greece. It was about showcasing America's economic resurrection and global leadership simultaneously. He declared, President Trump, make Greece great again. But the subtext was clear. America's greatness is already being restored. And looking at the vibrant celebration of Greek culture at the White House reminds me how important heritage and tradition are to our identity. And speaking of honoring traditions, Greeks have known for centuries that natural remedies often work best. That's why I am excited about this groundbreaking 2024 collagen study showing dramatic effects on skin health. Women taking daily collagen reported fewer wrinkles and firmer skin. But not all collagen is equal. This multi-collagen formula I use features 5 key types from 4 different sources with hydrolyzed peptides for maximum absorption. It's non-GMO, gluten-free, and blends perfectly into your coffee. Right now, you can get 5% off during their holiday promotion, celebrating Greek heritage at healthwithgary.com. Your skin will thank you. Now, this is a beautiful video, a beautiful roundup. We've got all the clips from the ceremony and more, but this is a beautiful roundup. My wife and I watched this, and I got to share it with you. This is from the Greek Reporter.
Greek Day.
From the White House.
Today, the White House is going Greek. It is the day that President Trump has invited Greeks and Greek Americans to celebrate Greek independence.
Make Greece great again, right? On March 25th, 1821, Greek patriots rose up and fought to liberate their country.
The president opens the White House to the Greek community to celebrate Greek independence. It's very special for me to be able to come back as a former employee of the White House.
And of course, the party wouldn't do it without real life.
Are you having a good time? Is everybody having a good time?
This is Bookseller's Room at the White House, and we have some Greek dancers.
It's a great culture. They all want to be Greek, you know? The United States and all of Western civilization has been profoundly shaped by the extraordinary achievements of the Greek people, stretching all the way back to ancient times.
This event has a long history, and we will find the Greeks that started it back in the years of President Reagan.
Now, what we did 33 years ago, passed a resolution through the House and Senate establishing March 25th as Greek Independence Day. Then we wanted to get the president to sign the document. So at the time, Reagan was president. Tom Korlogos is an old friend, helped get Reagan to sign.
He liked the Greeks. President Reagan, I took him to Detroit, to Greek town, and he liked the Slovakia, and we had a big thing for Greek Day. And the other ones were done in the Rose Garden with flowers and big press briefing, and it grew and grew and grew, and every president since has done it. And the thing like this in this government, in this White House, if the last guy did it, the next guy wants to do it better.
Only 2 nationalities have met with every president every year for 30 years. And that's the Irish, who are 1 out of 9, and the Greek Americans, who are 1 out of every 250.
This evening, we also celebrate the countless ways Greek Americans strengthen and uplift and inspire our nation. You live by the values that are the foundation of America's greatness. You really do.
This is their music from Greece, you know, from the Northern Island.
Thank you. God bless you. And again, I want to wish all of you a joyous Greek Independence Day.
An amazing roundup from the Greek reporter. Greeks are everywhere, aren't they? Oh, yeah, certainly in my household. Oh, so cool to see this. So we've got some clips here. Oh, there was one here, man. This one was absolutely epic. Okay, I put this on our X account. If you're not following us there, you need to. This will definitely give you chills. Okay, the Archbishop of America presenting Donald Trump with a golden holy cross, invoking Emperor Constantine. Great. Go with this and be victorious. Make America invincible. Listen to this.
Through your leadership, you embody the values of our Christian faith and love for the gospel. You remind me of the great Roman Emperor, Constantine the Great. This emperor, your dear Mr. President, is the one who founded and built the magnificent city of Constantinople, my birthplace, known today as Istanbul. It is my great honor to present you with this holy cross.
Wow, thank you.
This cross is the very symbol that led this great Roman Emperor Constantine to victory. As Christ revealed to him in a vision, he said, "En tuto nika," told the emperor, means go with this and be victorious, Mr. President. This cross is an everlasting symbol of peace and an invincible trophy, a sign of divine strength and guidance. With this cross, I pray you bring peace to the world and make America invincible.
How cool is that, right? Make America invincible. Like, I thought he was going to say, make America great again. No, he took it to the next level. Make America invincible. I thought that was so cool when he said that. Here we have more. Let's go to the president's remarks.
Courage from Washington to Chicago, from New York to Detroit, from Philadelphia to the famous Tarpon Springs. You know all about Tarpon Springs, Florida. Greek Americans have blessed our country with exceptional courage, patriotism, and tremendous skill. Under this administration, we will continue to honor the virtues, ideals, and spirit of this magnificent heritage, and it is indeed magnificent, that has flourished for thousands of years, from the golden age of ancient Greece to the golden age of America. That's where we are right now, the golden age of America. Right, John? Once again, let me wish you all a very, very happy Greek Independence Day. It's an honor, again, to have Your Eminence. It's an honor to have you with us. I appreciate it very much, and I appreciate that magnificent cross. It will be with me always. And I'd just like to finish by saying you are a very, very special people. I wouldn't have missed this. I was very busy today. I had something. They took me away, and I said, well, isn't that the same day we're celebrating Greek Independence Day? They said, yes. I said, cancel the other one. It was a very big deal. It was not easy to do, my friend. It was not easy to do, but we did it, and it's now my honor to sign the proclamation. Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
So cool, man. If you've ever been to like a Greek church picnic, it is something. And to see them serving all that Greek food, and talking about souvlaki, man, making me hungry just thinking about it. Here's Kimberly Guilfoyle. You know, she is now the ambassador to Greece, and here's what she had to say.
The most Good afternoon. Thank you so much of everyone being here. And I tell you, this is the honor and privilege of a lifetime to serve this country and to serve a country that I love so much, that is so near and dear to my heart, with Greece, and to do it under the guidance, the leadership, the most important, powerful president that this country has ever seen, a man of integrity. I know the measure of the man and his character and his strength. And I know his love for the people of Greece, the birthplace of democracy. And today we celebrate and cherish our rich history and our enduring bond, the United States and Greece, and the founding of the Hellenic Republic. And under President Trump, no, sleep well at night and wake up in the morning feeling hopeful and optimistic for a man that will fight for the economy of this country and of Greece, for religious liberty and freedom, and for the enduring alliance of Greece and the United States. God bless you all. Thank you for having me.
Wow.
Good afternoon.
Man, those are some beautiful words, weren't they? Man, Kimberly Guilfoyle, now the ambassador to Greece. Here we have more on President Trump's remarks.
25th, 18. The bond between the United States and modern Greek nation goes back more than 2 centuries. On March 25th, 1821, Greek patriots began their noble fight to reclaim their destiny from the grip of a foreign empire, a very powerful foreign empire. President James Monroe said at the time that the whole civilized world had a deep interest in a victory for the Greek people. President Monroe understood that Americans were bound by history and culture to the birthplace of democracy and the cradle of Western civilization. From the pages of our Constitution to the architecture of this capital city, this wonderful city of ours that we're fixing up, starting to shape up very nicely, isn't it, huh? To the very words of the English language, the legacy of the Greeks is all around us. It encircles us. But perhaps the greatest gift we have inherited from that amazing culture is our incredible Greek-American community that is now more than 3 million strong. I worked very hard. The bond between the United States and modern Greek nation goes back more than...
Oh, man, so beautiful, man. It's just so cool to see it. And I thought it was interesting how the Greek reporter mentioned that only Ireland and Greece are recognized in such a fashion. And I'm half Irish. Okay, my wife, she's Greek. So my kids are Irish, Greek, and Italian. This is this exciting day. It's beautiful. We talk about so much hard news here and so much heavy topics, but sometimes we really have to just look at some of the beauty that's happening in this country and recognize it. Here we go. Here's more from the Archbishop.
Of our nation, allow me to offer the congratulations of the Greek American community on your re-election to the presidency of our nation. We all look forward to a bright future for all Americans. I also want to thank you for creating the White House Faith Office, which promises to be an extraordinary collaboration between your administration and all faith leaders. Allow me to offer the congratulations of the Greek American community.
Oh, man, it's just so beautiful to witness this. Here we have more. This is President Trump welcoming Alex Skarlatos.
And we're joined today by one extraordinary Greek-American citizen, Alex Skarlatos. And you know the story of Alex, inspired by his grandfather who fought against the Nazis and the Greek resistance. Alex joined the National Guard after high school 10 years ago following a deployment to Afghanistan. You all read about this. Alex and his friends were on a train from Amsterdam to Paris when a bloodthirsty radical Islamic terrorist began shooting innocent people all over the train. They were falling left and right. In an act of tremendous valor, Alex and his comrades charged the gunman despite being completely unarmed. and beat him into submission. And where is Alex? He's around here someplace. Get up here, Alex. Get up here. Come on, Alex. Get up here, Alex. Before providing life-saving aid to an American who was shot and hurt so badly, Alex's bravery helped save countless innocent lives that day. And today he continues to serve his country as a member of the Oregon State Legislature. So, Alex, come up here for a second. I at least want to shake your hand. Come up here. That's a big story. He had a lot of. I don't think I would have done that. I don't know. I'm not sure. Come here.
Wow. Thank you. I
Want to say
appreciate it.
something? Go ahead.
Oh, wow.
Well, one of the last times I was here was actually to watch our movie that Clint Eastwood directed, and we watched it with the president. And that was, I think February of 2018. And I honestly was surprised because I thought the president would watch about 10 minutes and then leave. And he stayed for the whole movie, which I was very impressed by because we played ourselves in the movie and the acting wasn't the best, but it was a very accurate movie. And the best part was when it came to the part where we were beating up the terrorist, the president hit me on the shoulder and was like, right on. And I was like, well, so that's one of the top tier memories for me. So I just wanted to say thanks so much and great to see you again.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Oh, man. How cool would that be? President Trump tapping you on the shoulder like that. Oh, man. You know, like when I was at the Oval Office or when I was at the upper press room the other day at the White House and, was introducing myself to some of the players up there. And as I was leaving, I think you guys maybe saw the story, but as I was leaving the upper press room, someone opened up the door to the Oval Office. I asked Secret Service, tell me, what's that door go to? Oh, it's the Oval Office. And I said, wow, that's really cool. But then someone comes out of the door and I could just hear Trump's voice, like just bellowing. And I was like, holy cow. Like it's one thing when you see him on the campaign trail, you see him at a rally, you see him at a photo op, you see him in an interview or whatever, right? But to actually see him or just hear him in action is a completely different experience because obviously I couldn't physically see him, but I could hear him. And the presence was so profound. And as I walked away, I asked the Secret Service, did I just hear President Trump? He said, oh yeah, he's quite loud, he said. A remarkable moment. Maybe one day I'll be able to get to that Oval Office myself. Okay, and then, sorry, I get a little choked up when I think about it because it's just a beautiful thing. Here's Kimberly Guilfoyle, the new ambassador to Greece with President Trump in some of these photographs. Here we have more. Okay, we played this one. Okay, so switching gears, going into the left and what they're doing, far-left activist Elie Mystal suggesting if Democrats regain power, they should eliminate all voter registration laws because voter registration is racist. I mean, this guy is just off his rocker every day, but of course, this is MSNBC.
Right? So we're
okay. So like what?
Well, we could eliminate all voter registration laws. See, when Democrats get in charge, we try to protect voting rights. We don't make voting easier. Now, I'm all for voter eligibility requirements. We might disagree about what those requirements should be, but I'm going to say that there should be an age limit to vote. I might say 16, you might say 18, but I'm not going to say 8, right? Mm-hmm. So we're going to agree that there should be voter eligibility requirements. But once you're eligible, why do you have to pre-register? Why is that even a thing? It wasn't a thing in this country at the founding. We didn't have voter pre-registration in 1787. We didn't have voter pre-registration in 1821. We only started having voter registration, generally speaking, after the Civil War. Why do you think that is? It's because a bunch of freed African slaves were migrating up north, and all of a sudden New York was like, we need some registration up in here, right? A bunch of immigrants from Europe, mainly Ireland and Italy, were coming to New York. People were like, oh, we need some registration in here. If you're eligible to vote, you should be automatically registered to vote, and that is how they do it Everywhere else but us. Everywhere else but us either has automatic registration or some other form of forced registration for everybody so that you don't have this disconnect between eligible voters and registered voters. That's the first law in the book that we could change. And it's to see how that's different than just saying we have to protect voting rights. No. We don't have to protect voting rights. We have to expand voting rights so that the 90 million people that sat on the couch and sat out this last election between democracy and fascism, so that maybe they had a little bit of an easier time to get up off the couch and come participate in the democracy.
Oh yeah, sure. Yeah, whatever you say there, pal. We're just trying to have secure elections. I think that's what we're trying to do here. Here we have more. Under the leadership of Kash Patel, the FBI is getting back to its core mission of ensuring the safety of Americans and the security of our homeland. Quote tweeting this. This is what he said. This FBI has already brought to justice a co-conspirator in the Abbey Gate attack on our troops and arrested 3 of the FBI's 10 most wanted.
Most wanted top just in the last 3 weeks, Trey. The FBI has arrested and brought to justice, thanks to the Department of Justice and Pam Bondi, 3 top 10 of the FBI's most wanted. Let me just say that again. Not 1, not 2, but 3 of the FBI's most wanted top 10 are now in custody because of our relationships with folks like Director Ratcliffe and Secretary Hegseth and Rubio, and the list goes on. But we've also returned to justice in just 1 short week's time, one of the architects of the Abbey Gate explosion that killed 13 of our service members. We did that in 1 week, flying through multiple countries and going into Pakistan and utilizing our liaison relationships and the leverage that we have, thanks to great guys like Johnny Ratcliffe, and getting a modicum of justice to the American people. And just to put that in perspective, those folks have been on the run for 4 years. And in the last 12 months before I got into this seat, Trey, do you know how many top 10 FBI's most wanted were arrested by the FBI? 0. That's the difference. Yeah. 4 weeks in, we got 3, and we're just warming up.
Just warming up. Yeah, the party's just getting started here. While I was at the White House, President Trump honored the 250th anniversary of the Patrick Henry speech.
The second, give me liberty or give me death. I signed a proclamation a few moments ago honoring the 250th anniversary of Patrick Henry's famous speech to the Second Virginia Convention, in which he declared very well-known, very famous words, give me liberty or give me death. Has anyone heard the phrase? I think most of you
have. I think most of us have, for sure. Benny Johnson tweeting out that Florida gas prices are the lowest in over a year. Florida gas prices dropped to lows not seen in more than a year. Here we have more Caroline Levitt posting this 10 hours ago. More investments, more jobs, and more money in the pockets of hardworking Americans, all thanks to President Trump's economic policies. President Trump is making America wealthy again. She was tweeting this article from CNBC. South Korea's Hyundai to announce $20 billion investment. That's huge. And here is more on that Hyundai investment, announcing the $20 billion on, this is the CNBC report.
And Kia Car, South Korean auto giant Hyundai will announce a $20 billion investment in the United States when its chairman visits the White House today. Sources say that pledge includes $5 billion set for a steel plant in Louisiana, with plans to hire 1,500 employees and produce next-generation steel for Hyundai and Kia cars. That move comes after similar investment commitments from SoftBank and chipmaker Taiwan Semiconductor earlier this year.
Yep. The investments and the money is starting to come into this country because Donald Trump's foreign policy and tariffs are forcing them to. Here we have more. This was at the cabinet meeting today, talking about companies moving to the United States. Listen.
Many had a very, very good cabinet meeting. We're on our way to some tremendous numbers. I think, first of all, many companies are now moving into the United States. They're coming back. Some of them left us from many years ago, decades ago, and they're all coming back. We have probably identified maybe $4 trillion worth of companies moving back or going to move back. Many of them have announced it's going to be tremendous jobs, high-paying jobs, too. And you probably know the chip business, not because of the CHIPS Act, which was a disaster. You gave billions of dollars to companies that already have many billions of dollars. They said, thank you very much. It was no incentive for them to use it. But what is good is the tariffs will make it so that they want to come back. That's why they're coming back. I think they're coming back because of the election that took place on November 5th and because of the fact that they have to come back because the tariffs are forcing them to come back. And remember, there are no tariffs if you build here, and that's a big factor. So we have record numbers. Howard was just telling me the numbers that we're talking about are crazy, beyond anybody's wildest expectation. So they'll be doing a lot of building, all sorts of businesses, including the basics of automobiles. We have, as you know, Indiana's Hyundai is coming in with a massive plant to Indiana, but there are many plants that are happening, and literally some are started already. General Motors is already redoing plants that were half abandoned, or they have plants that weren't being fully utilized. They're going to be they and others are going to be making parts and other things in those plants so that it's one-stop shopping finally. It's ridiculous. You had to go to Mexico. You had to go to Canada. A car went all over the place. It was like, I don't know how that would have worked, but that's the way it sort of ended up. We had a deal, and we have a deal. It's fine, but people took advantage of the deal. They cheated. And when you cheat, the deals are unfortunate. But now what's happening is the numbers are beyond our wildest expectations.
Beyond our wildest expectations. Isn't that awesome? This is what winning looks like, my friends. And it's certainly cause for celebration. We've gotten this, too. 11 hours ago, Rolls-Royce plans to shift production to U.S. to avoid President Trump's tariffs. Rolls-Royces built in the United States. What do you think about that? And then George Beasy tweeting, a federal judge, Lee Rosenthal, just issued an order blocking Texas A&M University from canceling a drag show on campus because, according to Trump's executive order, cannot override First Amendment protections. Nothing in the draggy land performance offends the executive order. The board cites no male performer in the drag show is stating an intent to become a woman, nor does the board point to evidence. Okay, yeah, so that's the judge who decided to do that. Here we have this. Mila Joy writes, a CNN cameraman admits to being part of the cabal trying to overthrow Trump while secretly being filmed. What?
I don't care about the other stuff in the event. Okay? I don't care about them. Let's just stay very focused on impeachment.
My name is Kerry Porch. I'm a satellite uplink technician. I'm a contractor at the CNN Washington, D.C. Bureau.
But Jeff Zucker, basically president of CNN, has a personal vendetta against Trump. It's not going to be positive for Trump. He hates him. He's going to be negative.
I decided to wear a hidden camera. I decided to secretly record the 9 a.m. rundown call meetings, and it's basically run by Jeff Zucker, the president of CNN.
We're moving towards impeachment. I mean, we shouldn't pretend, this is going one way, and so all these moves are moves towards impeachment.
When I came to work at CNN, I mean, it was my dream job, and that dream actually just turned into a nightmare.
So I just want to say on the Instagram front, I know that there's a lot of people at CNN that are friendly with Instagram. Time to knock that off, and it's time to call them out. And I think what's going on in America now is really fundamentally the result of years of fake news, conspiracy, nonsense from Fox News.
Now, this is really old. I remember when Kerry came out with this explosive revelations. And of course, Jeff Zucker, he's out at CNN, so he's no longer a threat. But of course, the fake news persists, and that's exactly why we exist, is to push back against all those narratives and to celebrate these moments like we saw today in the East Room, celebrating Greek heritage, and to celebrate all these wins of manufacturing coming back to the United States and push back against people like Elie Mystal, right? That's why we're here. So this celebration exemplifies Trump's multi-dimensional approach to leadership, honoring traditions while securing America's economic future. While celebrating Greek independence, he simultaneously orchestrated economic victories that have liberals in absolute panic mode. Commerce Secretary Lutnick's announcement of American Liberation Day signals that globalist submission is over. Meanwhile, Chief Zeldin has canceled over $22 billion in wasteful contracts, including $2 billion that went to Stacey Abrams' NGO. So the question is, will America embrace this new era of economic sovereignty and cultural pride, or allow the globalists to regain control? And you can celebrate American excellence with some Next News gear at shop.nextnewsnetwork.com. Wear your patriotism with the same boldness that Trump displays on the world stage. It's linked below.